What an absolutely amazing day that we've had yet again so far, everybody. I mean, I feel like you guys just, this is just an everyday occurrence at this point. It's been a very, very fun couple of weeks. We are going to have a very, very interesting rest of the day here today. It is a short week, remember. We do have NFP, non-farm payrolls, coming out on Thursday this time. So usually it's the first Friday of the month, but since this Friday is 4th of July, obviously, again, they're going to be doing it on Thursday. But, ladies and gentlemen, it does look like we are live now. Good morning, everybody. What an absolutely epic day again. Congratulations, everybody, to all of you that nailed the Apple trade that I outlined to the group. Congratulations on Chipotle. I think there's a couple other ones in there, guys. I mean, you guys are, you guys saw it on, Twitter and Instagram. I think I posted it on the community tab on YouTube as well. I mean, what was that? 500% yesterday. I know Romeo is up, 700% today on that Apple trade. Like, guys, you guys see it every single day, just the amount of crazy gains that I'm handing out to everybody. But we got a lot to talk about here as it relates to some of these individual names here. A lot of you guys, let's actually start getting into this here with Tesla. I feel like we've gotten a lot of interesting questions on Tesla recently where people are asking, it's like, well, is this a good time to buy Tesla? Is this one that you're interested in? And I've said before, and I will say it again, Tesla is not one that I want to have in my long-term portfolio, but it is one that I love trading. Tesla is very, very fun to trade. We've had some absolutely epic trades on Tesla over the last year and a half here. But again, just think very logically about what Tesla is and what the person at the helm is doing. You have deliveries that are really not doing well in the EU, even though Elon is saying that they're fine. The data that's coming out is not in support of that. Remember, at the end of the day, if you want to make the argument that Tesla is not a car company and they are going to be doing full self-driving and all of this other things, they need their vehicle sales to be able to support all of those other endeavors. So at the end of the day, they are always going to come back to being a car company. And then you have a situation with Elon where, again, politically, this is not going to be good for Tesla because he's going to be pissing off both sides that can easily be in control at any given time. So I don't really think that's going to be a positive thing for Tesla in terms of regulation moving forward. And that's what you're seeing being reflected in the share price today. Then when we move over here to Palantir, I don't want a victory lap on everybody here, but at the end of the day, guys, when I look at charts and I'm looking at a certain structure forming, you definitely want to be paying attention because I saw a lot of comments on my YouTube video on Friday that were saying, oh, just because, Jimmy, love you too, buddy, just because, oh, it was just rebalancing, it's going to be back at 140 this week. When you see candles like this, that is not just the result of rebalancing. There are other movements happening here that is very, very significant. Now, right now, you're looking at a very bearish short-term chart here on Palantir. Do I think that this company is done or it's going to tank or anything? No, this company is doing everything that they need to fundamentally in order to continue to have success, even though, again, they have a very aggressive valuation in the market. They're going to need to grow into this valuation over time. And this is one of the other reasons why I was talking about with you guys that even though we had this oh, that's interesting there. We'll talk about that in a second. Even though we have this very, very bullish short-term chart here, this is not one that I really want to take advantage of here. Those of you guys in the Less Trades More Profits group, again, you guys know how to trade these all-time high moves, and that's why a lot of you guys had smaller size, short time to expiration, and we're able to make that position risk-free very quickly. But guys, try not to fall into those echo chambers of, oh, this stock is the best one in the world, it's going to keep going up no matter what, no, because people on the internet are telling me. No, most of these people have no idea what they're talking about. Zero. So just be careful about who you're listening to here, guys. I did tell you that this chart on Palantir going into this week was not looking good. What else do we have here? Sofi. Let's take a look and see where Sofi is today. Now, again, this is a really, really solid weekly breakout that we identified over the last couple of weeks here, and we have seen this one play out, and it has hit all of the short-term targets that I've outlined here. I didn't actually think that we were going to get all the way up past this 52-week high this quickly, but it's awesome that we did. This one, I think, is due for a little bit of a pullback here, or at least a period of consolidation and let some of these moving averages start to catch up. Again, we do have a lot of interesting things happening with the market this week. We have non-farm payrolls on Thursday, and then we also have some more developments coming out with these trade deals coming in. But Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've gotten that quickly out of the way here, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it, helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. Those of you guys that are new, you guys are going to see time and time again just the amount of just epic trades that I hand out. I mean, I hand them out sometimes here for you guys for free. I think we talked about the Apple one yesterday. So for those of you guys that did have that alert right here at, what was it, 20360, right around there. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You just got to witness yet another gem. So I was able to go risk-free on this Apple today. My next target on this one's going to be right around 214, but this has been an epic one. I also gave the group bull. Again, I know a lot of you guys were accumulating down here at like the 11 range. The key technical breakout on this one was right around 1174. So, and then again, you tap this 200 EMA on the daily. That's a good spot to move stops to break even and then target 1424. Then maybe trail a stop up to the 200 and then target that 1886 area there. So let's see who else we got here. We got Eddie, Jimmy, Slother, Geister. We've got Jimmy, Romeo, Doyle. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, you guys are crushing the like button today too. Thank you guys. We've got that 100 like goal on the stream here for today. Be great if you guys could hit that one. Also, I think you guys can tell the energy levels are back up today. I'm feeling better. Just a little congested. I think I'm going to be fine. I won't die. I'll be good. Well, hopefully. I think we're going to be fine. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, I'm not looking to do a whole lot else this week with the short week and going into non-farm payrolls on Thursday. That Apple trade was epic. Let me actually check back in and see where Chipotle is. Yeah, this was another one from the watch list this week for you guys. 55.36, rip into the upside there. Great work, guys. I mean, you guys see these time and time again, just the amount of trades that I'm able to hand out to everybody in the Less Trades, More Profits group. It is July now, so the deal is a little different. We'll talk about that in the stream here too. You still will get 50% off your first month, but it's not going to be your first 2 months. So use code July if you guys do want to hop in there with us. I don't know why all of you guys aren't in there yet. I mean, you guys saw the, 700% Apple trade this week. Over the last few weeks, we've had 1,000%er on Oracle, which was 1,500%. That then I sold the rest of it at 1,200%. 700% Dollar General. What else? 800% Zscaler. 300% at least Datadog. What else? Yeah, I did, Ryan. Yeah, Celsius Leaps. There you go. The Target you entered is almost free, is it? I don't like Target. It is ripping though. That's just been that's a big weekly base there, man, that it's breaking out of. So you do have this zone that you got to screw around with. I mean, if you can make those free and then target 107, that could be a really good one. I'm not interested in doing a lot else this week after we've already been on such a really good run. We've got a lot of potential craziness coming out over the next couple of days. We have a long weekend. I think that there's going to be an announcement about this tax plan on the 4th of July, which can definitely kind of give markets some hangover going into next week. Then we look for trade deals. It's just another hurdle to get over. See where charts want to line up, and then go from there. You guys know it's just like I'm perfectly fine with waiting. I'm never in a rush to do anything in the market, ever. Will SoFi come back down? Probably not. I mean, by back down, do you mean like back to here, 13? I mean, probably not. Not unless something crazy happens with it. Again, I was telling you guys, I was looking to potentially buy some more SoFi if it dropped down to the 200 EMA. But like, I don't need more. Like, it's just like I own it at 655. You know? So, and that was another one I gave out to the group. It's on this day right here, Wednesday, July 10th. We're not even a year into this SoFi investment. And what are we up on this? 6? All right, I'm trying to get, fine. We'll do 656. What are we up now? 174% on equity. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So we did get some economic data this morning here. We got some comments from Powell, which I think we should go through some of them. Let's see. Powell said we should stay out of political issues. The interesting thing about what Powell is saying as it relates to politics is that they are actually being political, but not in the sense that everybody thinks they are. It's not like they're basing their actions off of their own political leanings necessarily. They're basing their actions off of other people's political leanings. And what I mean by that Is that Hershey's moving back up? That's kind of crazy. I thought that one invalidated. Guys, I tried to tell you on Palantir. I tried. And people are always like, no, you're wrong. Yeah, I don't want this. That's kind of crazy. But back to what we were talking about with Powell. They're looking at survey data to make their to kind of come to a conclusion on what they want to do with rates. That's the issue. Well, obviously, you guys see every single time we get consumer sentiment data, we just start laughing at it because it's so stupid. It doesn't mean anything. But the Fed is saying, oh, it does mean something. And it's like, well, it would mean something if it was causing a meaningful reaction to consumer spending, which there's a little bit of a drag down in consumer spending right now. But, okay, then it just feeds into the argument that I've been making all along, where if consumer spending goes down, it's showcasing a drop in demand, which is deflationary, not inflationary. So we either aren't going to see inflation, or even if we do see higher prices, the lack of demand is going to force these companies to keep prices the same if they want to sell the same volume. And then you have slowing growth, and then potentially increase unemployment, which then is going to increase the argument for more rate cuts coming in the near future. You know, like I just am not in line with what the Fed has been saying, and I feel like I've been correct for all. Novo's popping. Hold on. Yeah, what's going on with Novo? I don't see anything from the company. Hold on. I don't see anything. That's interesting. We'll see what that news is. That could be interesting. Apple's coming back down here. That's fine. That position is very free. I actually got 2 scale outs on that one today. Congratulations to everybody that's been in the group. Those of you guys that hopped into the group like last week, took advantage of all of the learning curriculum videos that I gave you guys in there. There you go. There's an epic trade on Apple right there. There was Chipotle right here. There's been so many for you guys, and I don't foresee this slowing down anytime soon. So I'm very excited for what we have going into the rest of the summer here, guys. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be fun. So market pulling back a little bit here. Novo popping back up though. That's good. I wonder what's going on there. Was this like a wild 5-minute candle? Oh no, this has just been grinding here. I mean, it's aggressive, but like, interesting. Interesting. Okay, we'll see what happens with this. I still love this one. This one is very undervalued. I would like to see this one form a little bit of a better base, because that's just kind of a wonky bear flag here in this zone. I don't really want to be screwing around too much with that right now, but we'll see. I wish we hit that 82. Guys, if we had hit 82, or it was 82.50 on Novo, and then we would have been able to do with what we did over the last 2 weeks here too, oh my God. It would have been even better for all the gains, but still really, really solid gains across the board. All right, what are yields doing today? Yields popping back up. That's not the best. Where's the dollar? What did I tell you? That if the dollar, I mean, they're not going to see volume on this, but like, if this is the candle structure of how the dollar closes this today, and also if you see like it do this on the weekly, remember how we were talking about you could easily start to see, as the market gets back to all-time highs, foreign money that flew out of U.S. markets starting to move back in, because they're going to know that they're going to have exposure to U.S. equities. So now's kind of the time where you would start to say, okay, now we can start looking for these potential moves back up in the dollar versus the basket of 6 other currencies. Oh, we didn't look at TMO. We were supposed to look at that. Oh, that just ripped. Yeah. Yeah, the alert here that we wanted was what, 415.50? You're $3 higher now. Yeah, so if you guys caught that one, I really like this one for a nice basin break. This would be one, if I was looking at this, it would be one that I would get a lot more time to expiration on, and then kind of go from there. But very happy with what we saw out of Apple today. That was great. And the one thing that we also talked about on the private stream this morning with you guys was like, think about when I say like on these streams here, it's like, oh, the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless, and it is. I had what, 2 paper cuts yesterday. Starbucks didn't play out, down 9% on the contracts. And then what do you call it? And then what was it? UPSC for a little paper cut too. But then we nail Apple for way over 100%. And we're wildly green on the week. Like, the outcome of an individual trade is meaningless. Kim, I'm not really the person to do that with, because I don't really have, like, I'm not the like, I would reach out to WAP support, accessing the Discord. All you need to do, Kim, is like go to your like general settings on your WAP account and then just add your Discord account. It'll automatically bring you in, which you actually might already be in. I just would have to look if there's a Kim in here. There's a lot of new people coming in. I don't think I see you. But yeah, once you have your account linked, it'll automatically bring you into the Discord. But I would reach out to WAP support for that, because I won't be able to help you. But let's see here, guys. Market just kind of bleeding out here, which is fine. Do you have a, hold on, what's this, 62.27? Nah, that's not gonna be big enough. Thanks, I'll try it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, there should be, Michael's saying there should be a button that says link to Discord. Yeah, then you guys should be good to go. I'll throw the link in here for you guys too. The deal isn't the same, so you guys did miss. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta grab this one. Those of you guys that didn't hop in yet, you did miss the 50% off your first 2 months deal, but we are doing a 50% off your first month deal. You guys want that? So here's the link to it right here. Use code July for those of you guys that want to hop in there. Yeah, Apple moving back down. That's fine. I mean, guys, we got way more than what we needed out of this one today so far. What are these still up? They're probably still up over 100%. Oh no, only 91. That's fine. That's fine. If this thing closes at these lower levels today, I might just cut it, take the gains for the week, and run. You know? Lock in a good week and just be done. Keep it simple. Chipotle, though, still looking phenomenal. Congratulations to everybody that got this break right here. I'll highlight it for you. Actually, what was the actual breakout level that I gave you guys? Oh, I think that was a stream one. It was on the list, but I didn't have a clear level yet. But it was this 55.33. Another good one. A target move's interesting. Does anybody know what this is? You guys remember? I just looked at this and I was like, oh, that probably was perfect. Guys, I seriously don't know why more people don't trade the way that we do. I really don't. It's crazy. Yeah, Apple's moving down there. That's fine. It's so ridiculous how nasty this stuff is. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Look at that, man. That's a great move there. Let's check back in on him, see how this is looking here. Again, like I've said in the videos and like I've said over the last couple weeks here, last couple days, this is not out of the woods yet. Just because you see it move up 10% in a day does not actually mean anything for this name, because the ranges of this one are so big. What you should be looking for is actually what the structure of the chart looks like. Like HIMS on this day was up 11%, but does that actually mean anything at these low? No, it doesn't. It's just a nominal number. It's not breaking any levels here. You've had such a crazy shock added to this market. It's down 4% here today, which again, I still would say doesn't, just nominally 4%, you'll look at it and be like, oh my God, that's so much. It's like, yeah, but this name can move like, what, 20% in a day? It's like, well, you got to look more at what the structure of this chart looks like. What are you seeing? Giant gap down, moves back to the 10 EMA, and is now pushing off of it. Not a bullish chart here. Can it just invalidate that? Yeah, it can. But like, this would not be one that I would touch right now. I would give it a little bit of room to breathe. Especially since I gave all of you guys this one at 30 to 31, and it's still at like 48 here. I wouldn't be looking to do anything with this one, especially if you were getting in when I told all you guys about it. Let's see. Ooh, we are 20 likes away from 50. We are well on our way to getting to that 100 like goal, guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Apple here. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that candle, that daily candle, how this one is looking right now. So, Pfizer. Yeah, that was another one. Didn't we, was this on the list? I think it was. No. No, but it was when we were highlighting last week. Yeah, the breakout was right here. I think we talked about that one this morning, didn't we? I was just like, with all the vaccine stuff coming out, I was like, just stay away. Also, like, this is the other thing too. Ryan, you've been on a tear. You don't have to trade everything, dude. Like, if I miss one like this, like if you guys hit something and I miss it, it's like, all right, whatever. Because think about what the market's actually doing. Like, how likely was it to see this go from, like, I mean, that's only 40 cents. You probably would have been able to make that very free with first target being all the way up here. But that's just another example of just how nasty this stuff is. Just the way that we look at charts. So, where's Apple here? I might just kill it and just be done, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't like how that candle looks. I think I'm gonna lock in all the gains for this week and be done. Oh, hold on. Or do I sling it? I don't know, guys. Should I go slinging? It's really free. I just would rather be done and just like relax for the rest of the week now, you know? Like, that would be fun. And then I don't have to do anything. If I don't want to. Then I might regret it if it rips to 214 with NFP. And this has time on it too. I'll leave it for a while. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it. Oh, where's Snow? I want to see how that's looking. No, we don't want that one anymore. Don't want that one anymore. Sofi back down. Where's Palantir? I tried to tell you guys. Everybody in my comment section was like, nah, dude, it's rebalancing. It's like, okay, we'll see. That's probably smart, so I'm going to hold it. I'll leave it be for a little bit. You're also up, like, what? You were up 700% on it, Romeo? Like, that's ridiculous. So, I would give, I mean, you can do whatever you want with it at this point. I've still got it. I haven't touched it yet. They're up 100% still, the freebies. The, like, super free, because I scaled out of it twice. I'd love to hit like a big 400 or 500% trade on this one. That'd be cool. It got to 770%. Jesus. You guys sitting in the live chat right now that aren't in there with us, I don't know what you're doing. How many more times do you want me to just show you guys the multi-100%ers? I'll just keep doing it. Like, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Let's see. Yeah, Twitter's fun. I did tweet out the thing about Palantir. I was like, hey guys, I hope that sold another, just left a few now. Nice guys. I mean, that's simple as that. But yeah, Nova, I mean, coming back up. In order for me to be like, all right, this one's probably done with this big nuke move to the downside, you got to reclaim the 10 and start using it as support. Apple, nice move back to the upside there. Candle's looking better. That daily candle's looking a little better now. I'd be fine if it closed at 208.50. fine with me. It's also 10:54. We got a lot of time left in this day here for things to go all over the place. So we'll see. Anything else coming in on the news feed? Trump, we need more wall. Dude. The headlines are just funny. I think they try and purposely make the headlines sound silly. Cause like we've seen some crazy ones in the past. Whew, what a week, man. It's been fun. Last week was great. The week before that was great. The week before that was great. June was really fun. May was really fun. I think April was fun too. Towards the end, when we started to moving back up, that was good. Yeah, like I do really want to see this thing get up to 214. The problem is that if you have Apple for like the next like week, hang out and just like slowly grind like this, the 200 EMA is going to be lower. Because like right now it's like right on this level, but it will come down a little. It might flatline, but SB, God bless America. Even though it's a holiday here in Canada, I can still trade. There you go. I'm a bit surprised that we have a Canadian in here that's saying God bless America, but hey, with all our craziness with this administration, deport Elon. I'll look into it, dude. These headlines are nuts. The headlines are crazy, man. SoFi pullback? I think SoFi flatlines from here. Also, I also can have like no opinion too. Like that's a thing I can also do. Like SoFi with the weekly breakout, guys, has hit all of the targets. Like if I was trading it, which I know a lot of you guys are, you'd be in cash now because you would have hit all of the targets. You would have hit this one at 1711, and then you would have held your runners at 1843. Right now, I would say I have no opinion on it. What I really think is going to happen to SoFi here, depending on what happens with the market, is it probably chops around a little bit. Let the moving averages catch up, let it consolidate, wait for it to get some more news, and then as you get into the end of the month here, in the beginning of August, when you get their earnings, it's then just going to be looking at the company from a fundamental perspective and saying, okay, how much were they able to grow their users by? How much new revenue are they going to be able to generate from crypto? That's going to be an interesting part of their guidance. What new things are going to be that? So it's like right now I have no opinion on it. Like the other thing too, Jose, is it's like if you own this one, especially from like where I gave it to everybody at 655, I would say if you really want to have long-term success in this market, logically speaking, you got to think long-term. SoFi right now could literally drop from 18. Okay, I don't want to, this is a crazy example, but like it could go to 18 all the way back down to 1460. Like if the market and something crazy in the world happened, not like just SoFi came up with something bad, because that could be thesis changing, but like if SoFi were to drop back down to 14 here, I would not care at all. Zero. Why? Well, they're still growing their user base significantly. They're re-rolling out crypto. It's like they're doing everything that they need to do in order to have long-term success, and the market still isn't necessarily giving it the love that I think a lot of people thinks it deserves rightfully. So it's like it can do whatever it wants in the short term. I don't really care unless it's something that's thesis breaking. You know? It's like, how much does it go down? It's like, it could go down as much as it wants to. I still don't care. Unless it's something that comes out that's thesis breaking, you know? Like, Palantir news. There doesn't have to be any news on this when you have a wildly bearish chart here. Sorry, bearish. I tried to tell everybody on Friday, and everybody was just like, no, it's rebalancing. What do you know, kid? And it's like, I don't know, man. This is what I do for a living. I look at charts. Like, I could look and see if there's any news driving this thing right now, but it doesn't have to be. That was just a really, really bearish chart going into the end of the week. And I was trying to warn everybody. I was like, listen, you probably should be doing, here you go. Something, you should probably be looking at this. Nope. STV1, YouTube comment section, -50 probably. Yeah, I don't see anything on it. But like, think about it. Think about it very logically, and everything that I've been talking about in the videos here. This is a very, very stretched valuation, even though the company is doing everything they need to do to continue to grow their business. It doesn't mean that like this is something that like you don't buy it here, but you don't necessarily short it. Like it could easily rip back up from here too. Like this could just be a short-term 1 week pullback, and then the market goes back to being as irrational as it was. But short term, when you see candles like that's not bullish, no matter what anybody's little justification on Twitter is, you know? You also have to realize it's like these people, a lot of these people on Twitter that have big followings does not mean high levels of intelligence. It means that they're good at playing the social media game, which is hype. You know? That's all that it means, that they're good at hype and saying things that are going to get attention, which sometimes can be something very smart, but a lot of the time it's just like reckless nonsense. You bought puts on Sofi? I mean, it's at a point right now where, Jose, where like I would not be trading this. It's not a name that I want to trade. That's not a bearish look on the chart. It's not a really bullish look, especially after that big wick with the volume yesterday. This is one that I would just leave alone. I think a lot of people fail to realize in the market that one of the options is don't do anything. Right? This is not something that I would touch at all right now, up or down. You know? That's why I'm able to give you guys these massive trades on like Apple and Chipotle and everything all of the time, because there's very, very specific things that I look for that tell me that it's okay to put risk on. I don't just go out and say, oh, it's up so much, I'm gonna buy puts, you know? Like that's not a repeatable process to making money long-term in the market, you know? Everything that I do and everything that I teach in the group is built to be repeated, simple, and very effective. That's why like we have people like, I don't know if he's in here right now, but Sam, he came in like 2 weeks ago and watched the videos and he was like, oh, great, and then just starts nailing the trades. You can catch on very quickly to what I'm doing. You're gonna be like, oh, it's that simple? Yeah, like or Sofi, like for example here, you could look at this as like a parabolic short, kinda. But I don't know if you've broken down below the, oh no, you did. But this wasn't enough of a gap up, I don't think. It like wasn't gapping enough to do it. Like the last parabolic short setup where you might look at it and be like, oh, you just bought puts because it's going up. It's like, no. This one right here, MicroStrategy. That's the parabolic short setup. It rips, big gap up, takes the downside of the 5-minute opening range, which is this level right here, and you're able to just nail it to the downside, you know? But I don't use that very often, you know? Like that's not something that I'm looking for all the time. Apple right back up there near the highs. All right, I mean, I'm happy I held on to this. This is looking really good now. It's free though. It's like, this is really, really good gains for the week. We're going to let this thing cook a little. I'd like to see this one get up to that 214 target. Not today. That would be insane. But like this week, this was the goal of this trade, was to like, all right, have a risk-free position, still have the chart looking really good, and then go into the rest of the week with a short week and non-farm payrolls coming out on Friday with the potential to just turbocharge the gains even more. But even if it were to come back down to break even, like let's say we go into Wednesday, like towards the end of the day, and this chart's not looking great and it's selling off a little bit, and it just like is at a point where it's like it could go either way, I'll just sell it. I'll be done. Thanks. Give me the money. I'll take it back and just rinse and repeat it with something else and go nail it again. Especially now that we're getting into earnings season, guys. Oh my God. So again, I do these streams for you guys every day at 10:30 as well. So make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel. Ooh, 210 on Apple could be big. That could be a little gamma there. Nothing crazy, but like if it breaks and shoots, that would be interesting. You can see it kind of just like tapping its head on 210 here. So if it does hit, they knocked it down. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Looks good though. I mean, what are these contracts up right now? 155%? My biggest mistake was not understanding how incredible your system is, doubting myself and closing winners too soon. I'm getting better at following directions, but even with my mistakes, it's so good. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You crush them. I think so like there's different ways that you can use it. Like you guys know that I don't like trading weeklies. I just don't like it. No matter how small I size them, I don't like it. They move too much. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like seeing those big fluctuations because in the back of my mind, I'm always going to be like theta, 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 you know? So I like trading the next monthly expiration is usually how I do things. But with that, I then have to force myself to hold to targets. Which, I mean, again, it's still monthly expirations. They're still going to move. BMNR. I can take a look at that. Oh, is this the Tom Lee thing? Is this the Tom Lee thing? Datadog runner. I mean, those are already free, isn't it? I mean, you could cut that. You could cut that. It doesn't, I mean, I don't think it matters, right? Like, I remember you being up over 300% on that one and scaling out. So, like, at that point, you can kind of do whatever you want. And that's why, like, I think Romeo, like, we were talking about this yesterday with the Apple trade. I was like, dude, you've already scaled out over 500%. Do whatever you want. Like, yeah, there is, like, only, like, 3 days to expiration now, but it's, like, 831% on Apple. There you go, guys. I think it's hilarious that YouTube literally demonetized me for talking about these massive gains, like the multi-1,000% trades that I hand out all the time, when I just show you guys all the time. I'm like, here's another one. That one, Romeo, is probably going to, if this gets to 211, you're going to be up 1,000%. That's another one. That's another 1,000%er for the group. So I'll throw this link in the live chat for you guys again. You guys can literally hop in with code July for $1 a day for your first month. So I should charge way more than I do, but I want to make this stuff accessible to everybody, mainly because of the fact that there's so many people out there that just like don't know what they're talking about. They just don't. I see things sometimes on the internet and I'm like, my brain's going to explode. What are my Julys up on Apple right now? 166%. Like, that's still good gains, man. And it allows me to, like, give it breathing room. Like, if I was the other thing too, Romeo, like, think about me. You guys have seen me do this a lot, where, like, if I was in Apple and we saw it, like, this morning when we saw it keep going up to, like, 208 reject, I would not have held it. I would have been out. But the fact that I have more time on it and, like, over the years I've been able to fine-tune where I like to be with these expirations, I can just hold it and be like, yeah, it's fine. It's either going to go and hit my targets or I'm just going to be break even on it, you know? Jimmy, love you too, buddy. 809% now on Apple. Jesus. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Did I buy Target? Stop. Stop. You guys are going to make my brain bleed. I don't want to buy Target. It looks good, though. All right, so this Bitwise thing, the Tom Lee thing, I don't know. If you look at, all right, Tom Lee is good with his market calls, but I don't think that granny shot ETF has actually performed very well since inception. I'd have to look, but I did see some stuff on it where I was like, that actually doesn't look that good. And he likes Tesla. I don't like Tesla. This would not be something that I would buy here as well. If you were in it before all this stuff, all right, I mean, you're looking pretty good. I would probably trim it here, honestly. It's not something that I would buy, you know? Think about it like this, too. Like, with everything that I've said and the way that I talk about markets and, like, the avoiding the hype and when everybody starts talking about something, staying away, it's like, does that seem like something that I would buy? You know? Like, does it? No. It's just not for me. You guys want to screw around with it, go ahead, but it's just not something that I think is a smart and repeatable. Like, it's not something that you can repeat over the long run, because if you wanted to repeat it, you would then have to find a way to get in before all of these announcements come out, and the only way to do that is to see the future, you know? Didn't want to be a pig, so I sold Sofi year to date up 150K. Jimmy, my man, there you go. Dropped in to give a like. Have a great day, everyone. Reaper, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, keep smacking that like on the way in. We've got that 100 like goal today. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys drop a like. It makes it easier for you guys to find them again, too. The streams and the videos. You're in at 15 bucks. All right, Julian. Here's what you can do. I can never tell you what to do. Here's why. 1, it's illegal. 2, it's I don't know your age. I don't know your weighting, and there's so many different variables of this. If you think about like a suitability form, here are the options that you can. Here are the things that you can do with this. Does this have an option chain? Let's see. Does this have an option chain? What's it? BMNR? No. Okay. So you have 2 options. You can sell the entire position and make lots of money, or you can sell half of the position. Actually, you can do 3 things. You can sell the entire position right now and and just lock in your gains and be good to go. The second option is to sell half of the position, getting your initial investment back plus profits, so you literally never have to think about this name ever again. You can just sit it in your portfolio. You've already made the money on it, and you can just let it do whatever it wants to do. The third option is kind of the in-between, where you just sell enough to get your initial investment back, so there's only profits in it. So then if it goes to 0 somehow, then you lose all the profits, but then you're risk-free and you still have your principal amount intact. Those are the 3 options that you can do with it at this point. This is not one that you can chart. This is just behavioral finance nonsense. It's greater fool, who's going to keep buying it, stuff like that. There's not really much that I can give you on this one, you know? But those are the 3 options that you can decide between for what you want to do with it. Apple's still looking pretty solid up here. Palantir still moving down. I mean, again, I hope you guys were listening to the warnings that I gave out this weekend, even though everybody was telling me that I was wrong. That's okay. I don't say things to make you happy. I tell you what you need to hear. I like your strategies and perspective. New to your channel. Continue to join the group. Can you share a little bit more about what the group consists of and the benefits to the members? Yes. Okay. So here's what you get when you join the group. First things first. Everybody that joins the group, you have to go through the educational curriculum videos. So you have the Swing Kings course and the Day Trading Mastery course. Now, the day trading stuff is fun if you want to day trade. It's not really the core of what I do, though. I just have it there for those of you guys that want to take advantage of it. If you've never traded options before, watch the options section of the Day Trading Mastery course, because that's what like explains like what options are, how they move, why they move the way that they do, and then go right into Swing Kings. Then every single day I send out a pre-market plan, which also includes the private live stream link, where I'm then walking you guys through kind of all of the different potential trade setups that we have outlined. You also get the full watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do. But I will say this to all of you guys. The main reason why everybody's able to have so much success in the group is because I run it differently than I think a lot of these other people do. If anybody ever tells you, hey, come follow my trades, run away. They don't want you to have success, because you're never actually going to learn anything. My whole goal with all of you guys is to give you guys a place to come and learn to be self-sufficient. That's what it is. Because in order to have success in the market, you have to understand the exact reasons why you're entering, how you're going to manage it when you're in it, and when and why you're going to exit. By just blindly going into stuff, you're never ever going to make any money. It doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter how good the trades are that I send you. You're going to screw it up. So that's why those course videos and I do those streams, to make sure that we're drilling in all of those good principles every single day. Then there's the big macro research reports, which there hasn't been one in a while, just because there isn't anything that I see out there as like a big risk to the market. We had one about the yen last year, like 2 months before all of the crazy stuff with the Japanese yen started firing off. You do get the weekly market research reports though, but like this weekend and next weekend, there won't be one because I just won't be here. And then was it the single stock research reports too? So that's where like we used to do it somewhere else, so they're not in this one, but like the Philip Morris at 95, Novo at 62, A lot of them were just on the streams, though, in the past, where it was just like Palantir at 15, Hood in the teen. Like, there's been a lot of good ones in there. But, again, read the reviews on there. It's very highly reviewed for a reason. Like, you guys see all the crazy trades that I'm handing out to everybody all the time. You don't need very many of those to make it way worth it for you. What time frame should you be on for swing trading? The daily or higher. Usually just the daily, though. It's the perfect mid spot. Long view on quantum split, like are you talking about like QBTS? Is that it? No, QBT. Which one? Which one? What do you want? Oh, the quantum space in general? I mean, I think it'll be good. It's not something that I want to buy right now because those companies are, excuse my language, dog shit. They're terrible. They have no revenue, like zero revenue. Like if you look at QBT, I think right now is one of them. Sorry for the language, but like, look at this. This is horrific. I think it's this one. I don't know if it's this one, but I would assume like most of them are just horrific. Revenue. They have less than $400,000 of revenue in 2024. And they have, what's their market cap? $2.5 billion? Like, oh wait, hold on. What the heck is going on here? It's not this one. It might be a different one, but they're like a lot of these have like you guys get the point. Like they're not like real companies yet, you know. Like you need AI to develop further, and like being early on them can be good, but you also have to realize you're buying garbage right now, like complete garbage. So I'd be bullish on the space, not the companies yet. Because it is going to be kind of that next step in AI, quantum computing. QBTS. Is that the one that's terrible? Yeah, it's like four billion in market cap, and like what's the revenue on this thing? $9 million in revenue or something? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, guys, I get it that, like the argument that I make a lot for, like, companies having crazy valuations is this. There's just so much more money out there in the system that, like, it does make sense that things are going to get overvalued. But, like, that's pushing it a little, all right? That's pushing it. You have a company that's got less than $10 million of revenue in a year, and its market cap is $4 billion. Can we start a company like that, dude? If we started a company like that, I'd sell my entire position every time. Any time me as an executive in that company had the ability, like if I had the ability to sell shares, I'd sell all of them, every single one. You know, I'd be bullish on the space, but not the companies yet. Palantir. Uh-oh. So, yeah, make sure you guys hop into the group if you're interested. 50% off your first month. You get it for $1 a day, which is crazy. I should charge way more in general and have no sales, but I want you guys to be able to have access to it. Reese, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Ooh, we're 9 likes away from 50. Target's now free. Nice. Yeah, where did Pfizer end up going to? Did that end up hitting the target? Dude, all right. Well, there it is. There's another one. So... yeah, Target wasn't one that I was really highlighting, but Pfizer was one that we definitely talked about in the streams on the breakout of 24.43. I think this was last week we talked about this. So there you go. Here's another one. How many more times do you guys want me to show you these? Like, you want like 10 more? We're going to get them. I do kind of wish I had some Pfizer now, but I do like, I mean, Apple, we'll see. Market's coming down. We'll see. Did anybody hit it? Chipotle, that was one from yesterday for sure that we highlighted. Yeah, that's still looking good. Reaps flipping Pepsi leaps ripping higher. Nice. Reese, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I briefly talked about the Apple trade with you guys on stream yesterday, what I was looking for on it. But again, it was the private stream for the Discord that we were really looking at this one. It was 50-50 though, because this one was looking like it wanted to invalidate yesterday, and I was like, that stinks, because Apple could really get going randomly here if the like Apple's just been lagging versus the broad market here, and typically you do see names like Apple or one of these that is lagging, they snap back. And that's exactly what we ended up seeing, especially with the news yesterday. The initial news, though, with the I think it was the antitrust lawsuit, I was like, oh, well, Apple's probably dying. And then I looked back again, and I was like, ooh, something's going on here. Do I like holding Leaps? I do if I like the company, but I will probably only buy Leaps when, like, I bought them on Novo, and those were up real nice. Love it. Sign it up now. Jose, welcome to the group, man. But yeah, like, I do. Like Novo, I wanted to sell the Leaps. Not all of them, but like make it free at like $82.50. And it got really close and it didn't give it to me. So I still made some money on that one, but nothing to write home about. You know? So we'll see what happens with Apple here. It's possible that I end up just killing the rest of this one today and just taking the money, but we'll see. Everything's looking good, man, as usual. Congratulations to everybody, especially those of you guys that have hopped in over the last 2 weeks that have just seen like the private streams and everything, all the other trades I've handed out. Like Chipotle is a great one. Apple's a great one. We talked about Pfizer on the streams. I don't know if anybody got it, though, because it wasn't one that I was really that interested in, especially after yesterday with the RFK stuff. But also at the same time, I think I told you guys this morning, where was it? I was like, I haven't seen a study, though. Yeah, I was like, if that's who makes the vaccine, then maybe, but I just seen the headline, not an actual study. You know? Trump is confident the tax bill can get through the House. Interesting. But yeah, hopefully you guys were paying attention to the warnings on Palantir there. Tesla as well. I mean, Tesla's one that we talked about a lot here. People were asking me if I wanted to buy this one. It's not one that I will ever buy, but it is one that I will trade. And I love trading Tesla. It is so much fun. Glenn, what's up, buddy? But yeah, we had what, two big winners on Tesla recently, and one, I think this was the break-even one, where you got a decent move and then it kind of fizzled out here, and I was like, yeah, I'm out of that. You know? But like Gordon, if you think about like the reason why I would buy Leaps, it's just to turbocharge the gains on like a new long-term investment idea, you know? It's not to like trade them. Wait, where's my... It's funny Trump calls it the tax bill and not the spending bill. Yeah, I know. Let's say. Garrett, no problem, man. Yeah, I hope you guys are like, I don't say these things to like I'll say a crazy thing in the YouTube title, but like when you listen to the videos, like I'm not saying these things for my health. Like Tessie, I'm just not a fan of. Like, it's got too much craziness going on. But that doesn't mean that it can't run up. It just doesn't have a place in my portfolio. Target filled 2 times before? It filled a lot more than 2 times before, Ryan. that thing really wanted to get going. Let's see. Join, what's up, Dev? Yeah, I think I saw you hop in there. Everybody, we got some people coming in market chat. I gotta consolidate the 2 chats now because we were gonna do something else with market chat and then we just didn't. So we're probably gonna get rid of the LTMP trading chat and then just make it market chat, and then we just all go back into there. So I probably should do that today. Where's the market right now? That's a nice move back up. Yeah. Ooh, we're getting close to 50 likes here. All right, hold on. What is this really reacting to Trump saying, or is this just pre-market low bounce? That's kind of what this looks like here. I don't really see. I mean, let me. Confident tax bill can get through the House. That was 3 minutes ago. I mean, I can throw this on a 3-minute time frame. See when this started to move. No, this was moving before. Just looks like a pre-market low bounce. Again, I really wouldn't expect much to happen with this market this week either, especially because we have non-farm payrolls on Thursday, and it's a short week, and the start of the quarter. So like, a lot of the movement and repositioning that was going to happen was probably done over the last 3 weeks, not now. You know. Nvidia right off the 10. Yeah, I mean, that's not a great look here on like AMD and Nvidia. I mean, AMD did it too, but like give these like another 2 weeks and we might be able to get something crazy on Nvidia and AMD. Didn't we just trade Nvidia too? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, this was the one that freaked me out because it gapped up and then ripped right into the level like 2 minutes after market open, which I'm not the biggest fan of trading then. But I forgot about that one. Am I playing Amazon into Amazon Prime Day? No, Jimmy, that's not how I do things, man. I mean, I did have those Amazon calls off of this breakout going into Friday, but like I was fully out of this position on Friday. Like you can see a move up off of it, but that's going to be priced into almost everything. Like almost any sort of event like that you can think of is, some of the time it's not priced into the price, but it is priced into the option chain. What was that? AL. There's another one if you want it. There's another one. Can Palantir get hit like Tesla did from bad PR? The problem is because the bad PR for Tesla actually can have an effect on their revenues. The bad PR for Palantir, I don't think can. Think about it. The reason why people are angry at Palantir is what? More government contracts just in a frame that people don't like, you know? Tesla's can definitely be bad. They're already struggling in Europe. He's going to be pissing off both political parties that are always, one of them probably going to be in power by trying to create a new political party. And then they're going to try and drain Elon. So it's like, that can easily have an effect on Tesla's ability to generate revenues. I was saying though, with Palantir, I was like, the move down that you're seeing on Palantir here is not based on the bad PR. It's based on a really, really overextended chart. So like, think about it like this too. When everybody was telling me that this was off of rebalancing, it's like, technically speaking, this does not look good, and this is gonna look for any excuse it can to sell. Like everybody is sitting in this one probably now. Like maybe you were buying at 40. But a lot of people, especially if you've been like around here and in the group and everything, like I was giving this one out at 15, and people are looking for an opportunity to take some profits on this one. So like any chance that they get or any sign of weakness that this is gonna have, this can easily happen, you know? But that's the main difference between Palantir and Tesla. It's like the Tesla bad PR has a very high likelihood of affecting their revenues. Palantir's bad PR doesn't. But it doesn't mean that it's a bullish development. It's still not good. They should not have sent Alex Karp out there to in that interview. I did not like that. I didn't think that was a smart thing for them to do. What the Apple? What are we doing here? The market's ripping and you're just deciding to not play? I might sell you now if that's what we're gonna do. If that's what's gonna happen here. That's what I'll do. Yeah, what's going on here? What's going on? I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it. I don't like that. Yep, I'm done. Get me out. Get me out. No. Yep, I'm done. No more Apple. No more. Too crazy for me. No thanks. Take the rest of the gains. Those are probably, the freebies were probably up 95%. I'm done. No more Apple. Probably done for the week here too. Unless I find something that I want to take a little bit of risk on, but then you got to think about timing. Like Monday and Tuesday of this week, I'm fine with holding stuff and being in things. Like this could also rip back up, but I don't care. I'm taking the money and running. Then you're buying really close to non-farm payrolls. So then you have a binary event that you need to hold through, and I'm just don't want to do that. So one of the main reasons, this is a good learning lesson for a lot of you guys. One of the main reasons why I'm out of Apple now is this candle in the market and what Apple just did. You guys have seen this play out many, many, many times. Where like if things, that also does not look good. If the market in general is going to start ripping like this and the name that I'm in is going to start lagging or going the other way, I then think two things. One, there's something weird going on with it. And if the market were to pull back then from where it's already going, that one's going to be the first one to go. Which is exactly what I did for you guys on the private stream earlier last week on Tesla. Do you guys remember when we saw this gap up on Tesla? The market started ripping and Tesla just went, dead. And I was like, no, I'm out. No thanks. Because we had already made Tesla free up here at like 355, 356. And then for some weird reason, it just wasn't going. Now, granted, I could be wrong, and Apple does end up at 215 or whatever over the next few days. But I don't need to take that risk. Why do I need to take that risk? I don't. It's free money just sitting on the table. Now, if the market rips from here, it's fine. Apple probably comes back. But I don't need it to. I don't care anymore. Let it do its thing. I'm done. What else are we looking at? Because it's not, remember, the outcome of one individual trade to me is really meaningless. Like, that was a great trade. Was able to scale out at a really, really solid level. We had the ability to go back up. It was trading a little bit weird today. But I'm thinking about this is, okay, what actions am I taking now that I'm going to repeat in the future that are going to keep me safe and help me making more money? And that's one of them. Because on the one time out of 10 that it ends up just snapping back to the upside, I'm going to sit here and be like, I wish I held it. But what about the other 9 times? That's what I think about. I don't think about but it could happen this time. It's like, no. I don't care if it happens this time. I care what happens the next 10 times I'm in a situation like this. Right? Bulls ripping? Yeah, so if you... All right, everybody that got the bull idea, yeah, this is move stops to break even territory on this. Good for you guys. There you go. That's another one. That was a really, really good share entry there. What was the freebie? What do you mean? Well, the free idea that I gave you guys, I think this week was Apple. I think we talked about Pfizer on the public streams with you guys too. But yeah, there's that tap of the 200 EMA on bull. You guys can go break even there. Yeah, DG was another one. Good start on that, I think. Where's that looking? Yeah, that looks good. That looks good too. On holiday weeks like this, guys, I'm not really that interested in doing a whole lot, you know? And with NFP, I'm not in a rush. We already made great money. Yeah, AAL hit a little earlier too. I pulled that one up. I don't know where it is now, but it's probably looking good. Yeah, that's a good start. Because think about the overall structure of this market too. What's it doing? It's flatlining. If the market continues to flatline and NFP is a dud, you know how many other crazy setups I'm going to be able to give you guys? Boatload. So there's no reason for me to just continue sitting and stuff, even though it's free. Sometimes I will, but like on a week like this, give me my money. Is HD a setup? No. You got some tax bill craziness. You've got the trade deadline coming up. Yeah, bull. Do I have bull up here? Is that cracking through? Let's see. Oh no, look. Guys. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Look, it just goes up, taps the 200 EMA, and what happens? It rejects. Guys, this is what happens when you stare at the market like every day for like the last, I don't know, however many years I've done this for. A very long time. But it's all probabilities. It's just seeing things play out over and over and over again and be like, oh, I've seen this happen a bunch. What typically happens? And it's like, okay, well, then we're going to operate based on that assumption that that will happen. You know? Oh, we're 2 likes away from 50. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the 100 like threshold today, but we're getting close. Have a great day, Glenn. You too, buddy. Yeah, congratulations to everybody on the game. Shout out to all of you guys that are taking that right step forward, hopping into the group with us. You guys are definitely not going to regret it. I'll throw the link in here for you guys one more time. Make sure you use code July so you get 50% off your first month. Probably not going to do another sale after that. We'll see, but I doubt it. You guys have had more than enough opportunity and seen enough examples of all of these crazy trades at this point. Yeah, 15-minute chart on Apple looks horrible. So I'm fine with being out of that. It's fine with me. Give me the rest of my money. Take it and run. DG looks good here. That's a good start. A lot of good ones. Pfizer, DG. Where's Lyft? Didn't Lyft end up going? Nah. It's a good weekly chart. Maybe look at this on the weekly. It does look interesting. But not really looking to do a whole lot else this week. Take my gains and run. Yep. See, the market moves down here, and look what happens. See? Uh-oh. And then again, too, like, think about it. I'm not getting married to these. I'm not like, oh my God, it has to go up. I'm going to keep holding. It's like, no, I see a big flashing red signal to me that, like, this is now not looking good. Get me out. I don't need to stay in these. Why? I'm going to hand out more epic ones to everybody soon. It's like, I'll just take the money, roll it into the other ones, and get ready for those. Oh, I didn't top tick the gains for today. Well, boo-hoo, you know? It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be top and bottom ticking every trade. My job is to be able to catch the meat of the move in the safest way possible. Bull's still looking good, though. That's a good one. Let's see. What else we got here? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Any questions you guys have about the market? You guys want to hear me rant about stuff again? We can do that. I can start ranting. Yep, there it goes. See? There it goes. UNH. It's actually moving there. Like, I don't hate it. I just don't like it, you know? I also, like, we haven't talked about this recently, but, like, I don't like the healthcare space is not my favorite. UNH is different because it's, like, insurance. But, like, I'm also not very, like, bullish on the insurance industry. I don't know. And like healthcare, okay, so here's the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of like buying healthcare names like pharmaceuticals. You got to have like a really good understanding of like the FDA approval process, and then also like what these drugs do, how they work, what the market is for them. And I just don't have an expertise in that. Like I don't have an edge in that market. So why would I then just like, it would be so arrogant of me to then say, oh no, I'm going to go into the pharmaceutical space and try and pick good names. It's like, no. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. So I don't. Novo's a different one because that one's an easy one to understand. Like that one's not like you have some strange niche drug like it's not, that one's an easy one to understand. Like you look at that one just very, very basically and you're like, all right, the stock is trading at the 2022 levels that are the same levels that it was at before a massive revenue increase. That's almost a flashing green signal that it's undervalued. Okay, where can we go from there? All right, take a look at some of the other drugs in the pipeline. You've got amycretin, you got the injectable, and like there's a lot. That one's not hard to do. Oscar, that's a retail hype name. I don't know what it's doing right now, but we can take a look. Where is this thing? Yeah, I mean, that's a decent looking chart here. I wouldn't buy it though. Isn't this like a HIMS? I'd have to look at this. You know, I'd have to do some work on it. NVTS entry? No, this thing looks like it wants to get murdered. This thing literally looks like it's gonna die. I wouldn't touch this one. Entry for long hold, 200 EMA, 379. But you want to see it base there first. Oh, there goes the market lower. Where's Apple? Is that below 20? See, yep, there it goes. See? See? Do you guys see how that plays out right there? Like, I'm like, all right, so we have Apple. I'm in free positions. We've already been able to get. Holy Pfizer, dude. Really? Oh my God. That's another epic one from today. But do you guys see how that played out? Market starts going vertical there. Apple not going with it. I'm in free positions. Why would I continue holding that? Now, granted, it could always come back up there, but that's not something that I'm willing to just sit in because that means that there's something going on with that. If Apple is now disjointing from the market when the market's moving up, being a big component of the market anyway, that's a signal to me that I probably don't need to be in that anymore. So that's where like my discretion and like seeing like market moves over time is very beneficial because then you get to avoid an entire dollar drop. And those contracts would have been, instead of being able to sell the rest of them at like 95%, they'd probably only be up like 50. So, locked in the majority of the gains for today. Now I'm done. But I hope that makes sense to everybody, why I did what I did just now. It's not that I can tell the future. It's that, oh, if this market loses any steam here and this one is starting to lag, it's probably going to go down a lot more. And why was the market ripping up the way that it was? Well, there wasn't anything on the news feed that was telling me why the market was ripping like that. So it just looked like that pre-market low bounce, and that probably gets sold into a little bit. But even if it got sold into a little bit, this one's probably going to lose some steam. Trump says think we'll have a deal next week. That's probably positive, but it depends on with who. UVXY, I'm not going to be looking at any of the volatility instruments. I mean, you can just like keep it around because it is pretty depressed right now, I would assume. Like I would assume that UVXY is really low. 18. Yeah, that's actually not a bad spot to accumulate some UVXY. Just to have it. Like if you want to have something in your portfolio to hedge it against something crazy happening in the market, it's not a bad time. The problem is remember, this is levered, I think. Hold on. Yeah, 1.5. Hold on. Short-term trade till returns 1.5x. UVXY does not deliver leverage returns on the index itself, but on front-ended second-month futures contracts. Prior to February 28th, the fund. That's what I thought. Yeah, 2018, it was 2x. I think you still get decay on this, though. Maybe not, though, because you would actually expect this to be lower. Yeah, that's actually not a bad time to be picking up UVXY. I don't hate that. But not in the sense that, like, oh, the market's about to die. It's just if you want to have a hedge, this is not a bad price to be doing this. You know, but you're not going to see it go to 53 unless, you know, World War III breaks out or something, you know. But to just have it there, like, you catch a spike up to, like, the 200 EMA at 27. I mean, that's free money. That's a decent hedge. I won't be doing that, but I see the argument there. All right, guys. It is 11:45. We're going to be wrapping it up here for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I will be back with you guys tomorrow at 10:30 for those of you guys that aren't in the LTMP group. But for those of you guys that want to hop in there with us, remember, I mean, you guys have seen the crazy trades that I've handed out over the last few weeks. But yeah, use code July. Get 50% off your first month in there. I mean, you guys will definitely not regret that. So, guys, great day. Congratulations on Apple, Pfizer, Chipotle. I don't know, Dollar General's starting to look good here too. AAL, I think this one's starting to look good as well. Yep, there it goes. Oh, there's another one. Like, guys, there's so many of these. So, again, if you guys want to come in and learn how to do this, make sure you guys are hopping in. But other than that, guys, I probably will have a YouTube video for you guys later. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, ShortTheVix2. I think Instagram, ShortTheVix1. I think. Let me look. Yeah, ShortTheVix1. So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.